stage combat in New York. Okay, next we are going to a company that I have a great fondness for, and that is Food of Love Productions. And let us ask our friend Michael Padgett to join us. Okay, so Food of Love Productions, for anyone who might not be familiar with them, Michael,
Hi,
hey, sir, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking me to come in today. Hello, everyone
Certainly,
at
certainly.
home.
Hello, Michael. We are happy to have you guys on. Food of Love is a company that as I mentioned a moment ago, I have a great fondness for. You guys do a lot of fun stuff. Really, very innovative approach to presenting Shakespeare, especially in the current day and age. But we'll kind of hit the pause button on my heaping praise on Food of Love for a moment. Michael, so you. Your fiance, Victoria, is the artistic director of Food of Love Productions, and you and her are about to embark on a production of Twelfth Night. So
Malvolio.
you're
Uh,
playing Malvolio, one of my favorite roles in all of Shakespeare.
it has become mine as well. It's a real dream role. It's one of those great comic parts, and I'm just enjoying the hell out of it. Um, and I owe it to a Shakespeare reading group that Victoria hosts every week called Beers and Bard,
Okay.
because before I was a part of Food of Love, I was an audience member, and I got to see that beautiful production of Midsummer Night's Dream that was
Mm-hmm.
off Broadway last year.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, because we are engaged to each other, she wasn't so sure about letting me be a part of. This is her baby.
Right.
But during those readings, I got to read a whole slew of different roles, and she decided that I wasn't half bad at this and gave me a shot at Malvolio. So I had a long, extended audition to make sure that I was appropriately positioned in the show. Because I
Well,
think Twelfth Night's definitely one of her favorites. It's one of my favorites, and we really wanted to get this right.
I haven't seen a great deal of your work, but what little I have seen, I see you guys. Seems like you guys have been doing some collaborations with the show Must Go Online over in the UK, and I got to see you do. I forget which show it was. You were the
I was the French King Charles the fourth or
right.
in their incredible Henry V, which Rob Miles is the mastermind behind the show Must Go Online, and he directed that Henry V, and it was an absolutely spectacular production. You forgot, which is our aim with our Twelfth Night. You forgot that you were watching something online. We aim for
Absolutely.
that kinetic jump off the screen feeling.
And
I
I
got
have to
to
tell
play
you,
King Charles in that.
and you were really good. I really enjoyed your work. So and you brought something that I always find exciting about actors is when there's just some kind of that extra energy behind the performance that even if it's mediated by a screen, you could just feel that energy and that intensity. And I find that in your performance. So I'm excited to see how you translate that into the comedic slash somewhat tragic role of Malvolio coming up. Tell us about the process of putting Twelfth Night together. The last time I spoke with Victoria a few months back, Twelfth Night was intended to go on, but because of the coronavirus, it had to be reconfigured and had to be postponed. So I think this is the latest variation in the evolution of this production.
It is. It's its own special creation. Victoria, she also cuts the play,
Hmm.
and the way she's cutting this Twelfth Night is not the way she would have cut it for the stage. She's thinking about what's going to work in this medium.
Hmm.
Because Food of Love, the heart of Food of Love Productions is about immersive theater. And by immersive, I don't mean like uncomfortable. I mean, you feel the world of the play around you.
Hmm.
The challenge of doing that in this medium was really exciting to her. So she cut the play and is directing the play along with Jessica Francis Victor of Evolving Door Productions. They're
Hmm.
co-producing this together, or co-directing it, excuse me.
Hmm.
Um, uh, so that it really enhances that feeling of it being immersive. Uh, I, I wanted to mention this now before I forget that tonight is the last night that you can order tickets to receive the goodies box that we send to you. You can
Okay.
get streaming tickets up until up until 30 minutes before we open the show, but tonight midnight is the last chance you'll have to order the goodie box that you can enjoy while watching the show.
Okay, so let me expand on that if I might. So, for anyone who is watching and is somehow, some way, has been hiding under a rock, is not familiar with Food Love Productions, one of their specialties is that they combine the theatrical presentation of Shakespeare with food, and they do it in a very different, very welcoming way. I really enjoyed the experience I had when they were still doing it in the theater before Corona back in the day. It seems like back in the day. It's only 6 months ago, but it seems like back in the day. And you in the latest incarnation, which is coming up this, I believe, Friday and Saturday. Is that right? Or
The
Thursday and Friday?
13th and 14th. The 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern and the 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so during those performances, instead of being in a theatrical space where we're all together and the cast would be serving us the food, in this case, you are sending the people the food. You're sending them a box of goodies that they can take out and enjoy in tandem with each other while the production is going on. So it's a very clever idea. How did that all come about?
It honestly, it sprung from Victoria's brain, fully formed. Uh,
It sounds like
because
Zeus giving birth to one of the Greek gods.
kind of it's yeah, just right out of her head like Athena. You'll remember during that production of Midsummer, cast members would come out with choice pieces of confectionery or food for you to enjoy, where the smells and the taste and the texture of it would enhance your experience of the play.
Hmm.
And so for this, when you receive your box of goodies, a lot of these things are things that the cast is also preparing and enjoying throughout the play. So you're cued when to eat. Of course, you can just make like Garfield and eat the whole thing in the first two acts. But ideally, the intent is that you enjoy these things as the play goes on, and the play cues you into those things that you can enjoy. You can make cocktails, you can bake cookies, and that smell of cookies. Because this production is, because we're all sort of trapped in our homes right now.
Hmm.
Um, the play is mainly set in the hearts of the home. They say the kitchen is the heart of the home. The play is mainly set in Olivia's and Orsino's kitchens. That's where most of
Hmm.
the conversations, most of the action takes place. So we're all performing in our kitchens, and ideally, you'll get the sense of just two giant kitchens happening.
It's
Uh,
what's exciting for me about it is that as Food of Love evolves and goes on with what's going on technologically with the limitations and the opportunities that coronavirus presents, it's so funny that this kind of revolutionary or very different dinner theater variation all of a sudden is becoming something that's like Shakespeare meets Rocky Horror Picture Show, where when everyone says toast, you have your toast. So it seems like you guys are definitely on the right track, and I'm excited to see how that all turns out. If
we're
people
really
want to,
excited.
if people want to get that goodie box sent to them, but before midnight tonight, they can order it. Where can they come to get the tickets for the online presentation and the goodie box?
It's at foodofloveproductions.com. And if you don't make it by midnight, if you're watching this video on YouTube and it's later, you can still get the streaming tickets after midnight tonight.
Okay.
And this is in concert with the Food Bank of New York. So the proceeds from the tickets help to feed people who are in need. So you're not just feeding us in our need to perform. You're also going to be literally feeding people who are hungry. You're
That's
hungry for art, we're hungry to perform, and people are actually hungry for food. So it really is Food of Love
I couldn't have.
Production.com.
You really couldn't have wrapped it up any better than that, Michael. That's fantastic. Okay, so Michael, we wish you and Victoria all the best of luck with this production of Twelfth Night. Check it out, foodofloveproductions.com. Michael, it's been a pleasure. Good luck. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Bye,
Thank you very
everyone.
much. Okay, that was Michael Padgett of Food of Love Productions. Okay, let us close